Welcome back, familiar to Northside LD and Caramba. We are back with another transfer news show. This time, Sesko, being confirmed by Fabrizio Romano, is coming to Arsenal for just under £100 million. Before we get into that, Tony, what are you saying, bro? You good?
See ya, people. Big ups, everyone. Yeah, see, guys, I'm back on North Side. See ya, people. I mean, it's always good, yeah, to come down to the North Side of things. I mean, whenever I come down here, I feel balanced. I feel at home. I mean, North Side has been family to me since I started YouTube. So, of course, I just feel at home being here, man. Yeah, North Side, man. After a disappointing season, I mean, I see lots of YouTubers, yeah. I mean, they're just coming out talking. Bruv, I had to go hide somewhere and think about, just soak everything in deep. Look within myself and like, damn, for the third straight year, no single trophy. I mean, I hear some Arsenal fans counting the Community Shield as a trophy. I mean, I'm not in that boss, man, but Jesus Christ. Back to back second. I mean,
Bro,
it's not good enough. I need to just hide a little bit.
Pause the second place just for a second, because we are getting confirmation that we're in for Sesko, bro. Just under £100 million has been reported. Big up Hussam. As he said, my feet are up, are kicked up and relaxed. Sesko, LOL. Bro, I want to ask you, Tony, before I have my say on this. Are you happy with Sesko coming to Arsenal? Fabrizio is reporting on it. Are you happy with that signing? Is that the striker that you want? And do you believe that this signing pushes us to now win a major honour next season? What do you make of Sesko to Arsenal?
Do you want a honest? Do you really want a honest talk here? Because I mean, if you want to look at it holistically, there's a different a side to it. There's a different twist to it. If you want to look at it with bias, there's a different way into it. If you're asking me of the striker I won in this football club, I won the Grim Reaper, Victor Gyökeres. I mean, after scoring this amount of goals back-to-back seasons, winning trophies down there in Portugal, he's the guy you want in your football club. He's the guy I want. Yeah, just like that year when we were talking about Ivan Toney. This is the same thing. Victor Gyökeres, look at what he's done and cost in Europe for club, country. Bro, everywhere he goes, he scores goals. But now this Sesko thing. See, not side, this is the thing. Everyone at Arsenal fan base are like, want a big name. We want a name that, hey, it's synonymous to goals. Sesko is not that guy, to be very, very sincere with you. But the thing about Sesko here, yeah, is that I don't think he's a bad striker, too. I just think he's one of those project strikers that needs time to really come in and before he starts get going. He's not the finished product yet, but he has the whole raw attributes of a striker, to be very sincere with you. Do I think he will be a flop at Arsenal if he comes in? No, I don't think so. I think he would score goals. He just has that raw tapestry of being a number 9. Yeah. I don't really think it's bad. He's still young. He's still developing. But again, you have to look. Arsenal need to look at the mirror and ask themselves: do you want a project player, or do you want someone who's going to come in and hit the ground running? And the answer is Sesko isn't the answer. But do I think it's a bad option? I don't necessarily think so, because I really think he's good. I think it's okay. I think he will fit into Arsenal quite well. He's tall, he could score goals. He could get in behind defenders. I mean, he has quick feet. He can use his head. I mean, he has all the whole raw attributes. But again, is he that kind of guy that would score 30 goals for me? Well, he's not banging those goals in RB Leipzig. I don't think so. But I don't think he would be a flop at Arsenal. This is the pure fact. Pure fact. I don't think he'll be a flop at Arsenal. Neither do I think he would hit the ground running totally and score us 30 goals this coming season. I don't see it. Do I think he can do it? Yes, I think he can do it because he has that raw attribute of a striker. But, I mean, again, you have to still go back to Andre Beta. I mean, you came in here as that guy, yeah, with a forceful attitude, yeah, with an attitude that is supposed to be feared, yeah, not even tolerated but respected. And then you're haggling with Mikel Arteta, a failed coach in this football club, about whether you should bring in Victor Gyökeres or whether you should bring in Sesko. I mean, and that's what I told you. Guys, I'm not dancing for this Andre Beta yet. He needs to prove himself, just like all these other players need to prove themselves. Andre Beta needs to prove himself. And I'm sorry, man, with what I'm seeing right now, he hasn't proved himself at all. At all. I mean, look at Chelsea. They just wrapped up Liam Delap's deal to come into to Chelsea. Is that the kind of striker I want? Hell no. I don't think he's the guy to lead Arsenal's line. I don't think he's the guy to give us 30 goals. But again, you could also borrow that attitude from Chelsea, that swiftness, that quickness in tying up that deal. If it was Arsenal that was to bring in Delap, my brother, bro, we will haggle and haggle till the end. And you know what? Even this RB Leipzig, this Sesko thing, yeah, I don't think it's done yet. Personally, I don't think it's done yet. I still think that Arsenal will still haggle over the price of this guy. He's not coming in cheap, bro. It's coming in for like about 89 million pounds. Bro, that's too much. I don't think Arsenal have that money in bulk and in cash to expend to RB Leipzig. They won a big chunk of the money. They didn't qualify for Champions League. They didn't qualify for Europe. They need a big chunk of that money. So I'm not just gobbling this just yet from Fabrizio. I still think there's something going on under the scenes, about this striker thing. I don't think it's done yet. I still think something is brewing, but I don't think it's done yet. I would like to hear what you think about this guy. But again, he's got 13 goals this season for RB Leipzig, and he has 5 assists. By the way, those numbers aren't good enough, my brother, man. Those numbers aren't good enough. His disciplinary record is quite good. Just 2 yellow cards this season, 1 red card. What else, bro? His discipline is cool. It's okay. He's a very, very disciplined guy. But apart from that, man, that's not what I want from my striker. I want my striker to score 30 goals. And those goals isn't what he's got.
That's the thing for me, yeah. Like I don't care. Like when I'm looking at his goals, yeah, like this season he scored 13. I think last season he scored 14. The season before that he was at another league. I don't think it was the Bundesliga, it was another league, and he scored 16 goals. Yeah. It's not good enough for me, bro. Like I don't want to hear nothing about project players. I don't want to hear nothing about player development. There's been enough players here that have not developed under this manager. There's been enough players here that have other attributes outside of scoring goals, and we still have fallen short in winning any type of trophy, let alone the major trophies. So I just look at it like this, yeah. I don't understand this whole new Berta era if we're just going to allow Arteta to dictate what kind of players we get in. We knew that Arteta wanted Sesko. We were linked with Sesko a couple of the transfer windows before. We allowed RB Leipzig to sign him up to a new contract. We could have got him for about 40 or 50 million pounds. I don't want the signing. But we already knew that we were linked with him before we got Berta at Arsenal. Now that he signs a new contract, we're back in for him. So what's Berta doing here? I don't understand what he's doing here. We know what profile players that Arteta likes. He likes young players. He likes players with versatility that can play multiple positions, that don't bring what you normally would want from a position, but bring other attributes, i.e. Zinchenko can't defend but can invert. Jesus isn't a goal scorer but can link up play. Kai Havertz isn't a gunman, but he can also link up play or can score 1 or 2 headers. This is what we normally get. Odegaard, a number 10 that can't play for the press, can't dictate the game when it gets physical, but when he goes up against the lesser teams and has space and time, he can influence the game. That is the type of players that Arteta likes. A Kivior, that's a centre-back that plays as a full-back, but can't hold down the place as a centre-back. Miko Moreno, that's a DM that plays as a striker, isn't a clinical striker because he's not a striker, but then can't get into the team as a DM. I'm tired of all of this. I'm tired of all of it. I know exactly what type of profile and what kind of players that Arteta's looking at. And Sesko fits exactly what Arteta wants. Now, I look at it like this. If anyone wants to justify to me Sesko coming to Arsenal and Arteta's going to develop him, then why didn't he develop Balogun when he was here? Why didn't he develop Balogun? Because Balogun went out on loan, was up there in terms of goals scored with Mbappe that season, got big numbers out on loan, comes back and then we sell him. If Arteta's so good at developing players, why didn't you develop Balogun? Why didn't you develop Nketiah? Because we allowed Nketiah to run down his contract, put him on 100k, and we're still struggling to get rid of him. We gave him a new contract off of the fact that we were trying to get top 4, failed to get top 4 a couple of seasons ago. Tottenham got it ahead of us. And because he had 10 games to produce, he didn't produce. If this manager is so good at developing attacking players, why is Martinelli regressed? Why is Marquinhos still going back out on loan to Brazil and is unable to hold down a spot in this team? Marquinhos wasn't even able. We chose this season, to bring in Sterling and not even utilize Marquinhos. If Marquinhos can't compete with this version of Sterling, then what kind of signing is he? You're telling me he can't offer more than this version of Sterling? This isn't the Sterling that was at Man City getting tap-ins and people would laugh at him. He'd be at least getting an XG. This is a washed-out Sterling that couldn't perform against Preston North End, couldn't perform against Bolton, couldn't perform at all. We were playing Ethan that had his first season in the men's game, playing right wing over Sterling when he's a number 10. This is what we were doing, man. So if anyone wants to tell me about Arteta's development, why didn't he develop ESR? We saw ESR go to Fulham and we saw him playing better games for Fulham than he ever did at Arsenal under this manager. He was failing under this manager. We've got Lokonga that wants to leave. We've got Nuntavaj that wants to leave. So I don't want to hear anything about development. This is a player that isn't good enough. We know what we need. We don't lack options.
But to be very fair,
hold on, bro. Let me let my point. We can play Trossard as a striker. We can play Moreno as a striker. We can play Havertz as a striker. We can play Jesus as a striker. We can play Martinelli as a striker. Those are 5 options that we have. We don't lack options. We lack quality. That is what we lack. And we are no longer in a situation where you're going to tell me give it time. We need to get it over the line. We need to be winning major honors. Sesko does not push us forward. We don't know if he can adjust to the league. We don't know if he's going to even develop. We don't know if he's going to be even able to hit 20 goals a season. And we're risking it again. And the thing is, we're not even doing a cheapskate thing. And you know what annoys me? We had the option to get Dovbik, Santiago Jimenez. We had the option to go out there and get Isak, and we didn't move fast enough. We had the option to go out there and get other strikers, and yet we stalled for what? At least go get me Pavlidis. Pavlidis that scored against Barcelona in the Champions League. Pavlidis that still lifted a trophy with a dead Portugal with a dead Benfica squad. Do you know what I'm saying? We're looking at West Ham and saying they got a better.
I mean, all these players are hit and miss. All these players are that's your option.
Fulkrug, hold on. Fulkrug, is a better striker than all the strikers that we've got at West Ham. West Ham have got a better striker than us. Crystal Palace, Mateta has a better striker than us. He's been scoring more goals than Kai Havertz. People want to chat shit, yeah? Look at the numbers of the top goal scorers in the last couple of campaigns. Mateta's outscored Kai Havertz. Bowen has outscored Kai Havertz. What are we doing here? Fulkrug was producing for Dortmund in the Champions League before you went to West Ham. That's how we got the move. This is pathetic, bro, and we're going for Sesko. Bro, if this is what we're doing, not only do I want Arteta out, I want Berta out. I'm not giving Berta any time. You have got the basis of a team that can compete. You need to now make a team that can compete into winners. If you can't get me the signings over the line, not only are you a coward, yeah, but you're basically just picking up from the crap that we had with Edu, being a yes man. If that's the case, I want you gone, and I want Arteta gone, and I want the Cronkies gone. Go on, you can have your say.
Yeah, but again, not sad. I mean, you've raised a whole lot of points here. But let me first start from the first one that struck me. I mean, you were talking about Eddie Nketiah and Balogun, you know, about why Mikel Arteta couldn't develop those players. I mean, let's be very sincere. Those players are trash. I mean, look at Eddie Nketiah. I mean, look at him at Crystal Palace. How many goals did he score even outside Arsenal Football Club? Let's be very serious. Those players are stinky. They're dusty. They stank up the place. And they're not good enough even for development purposes. Those guys, I mean, they're crap. Yeah, let's get that straight up. In no way should you compare them. See, not side. I don't want you to look at this like maybe I'm in support for Sesko, but I'm a fair person. I'm not someone that like looking at things from one side. I'm a very fair individual. Don't compare Eddie Nketiah. Don't compare Balogun with Sesko. It is of a different ilk. It's a different kind of striker. It can hold up play. It can definitely score goals. Can get in behind defenders. I've seen him. He even has a little a dribble in him. You know, one or two like that. You know, in him. He is not a trashy striker. The thing there is that he's a project striker. That's where I have a problem with. I don't think he would be a failure at Arsenal Football Club. I don't think so. It has the whole raw attitude, the whole raw tapestry to be a number 9. Will he hit the ground running? That's what I don't know. Does he have goals in him? I think he has goals in him. Is this the best manager to bring the best out of him? I don't think so. If you give another manager the opportunity to manage Sesko, hell yeah, I think he'll go all the way because he has he has everything. But he's yet another project striker. He's a young guy and he's still, honing his skills. That's not what Arsenal needs now. But I don't think he'll be a flop because I've watched him. I follow the German Bundesliga very well. Yeah, he doesn't bang in goals, but he brings in other things into the team. He can score goals. Don't doubt that anyway. He doesn't have the same kind of players that would pass to him or will get balls across to him at RB Leipzig. Maybe in the Premiership, it might be better and he might bang in goals. Don't doubt that. He has goals in him and he has everything in him.
How many games have you watched of him? How many games have you watched of him?
I've watched several games of him. I won't lie to you. I've watched several games. Huh?
You see, you watched a couple of games, yeah, for RB Leipzig game.
Yeah, like couple of games, man. Yeah, a couple of games within their season, even last season. And bro, he's not bad. I wouldn't demonize him and say he's a bad player or he's a bad striker. No, he's not. But he's just a project player. He's a young guy that needs development and he can score goals. And I doubt Mikel Arteta will be the guy to take him there. But under another manager, this guy can bang in goals.
We don't need to justify anything. At the end of the day, yeah, until he proves us wrong, I'm saying he's trash. the people that I know, like Zir, that support Bayern Munich and watch that league week in, week out, and said he's trash.
Nah, he's
And
not
second
trash.
of all,
He's
yeah,
not trash.
all the project players here, the majority of them have failed. So why should I believe? And you even admitted it. You even admitted it. Is Arteta the best manager to get the most out of him? No. So I don't understand why we're looking at this guy. I'm annoyed, bro. Like you said, you don't want him, and there's a reason. I don't want him, and there's a reason. We don't need to justify how we could make it at Arsenal. Don't even give it any entertainment as to, oh, but maybe he can do this, and maybe this is the reason why we're stuck with Kai Havertz, because people didn't want to be honest about what the job of a striker is, which is putting the ball in the back of the net, and they try to justify, oh, but look at the link-up play, but look at what he does off the ball, look at the heat map, look at the field tilt, and ultimately, we're back at square one saying, yo, we need a clinical goal scorer. This guy is not going to take us forward. We're not going to do anything, and we're not going to progress. And you know what we're going to end up doing? Putting him in stupid wages, like we put Reece Nelson on stupid wages, and then Nketiah on stupid wages, and we're going to struggle.
But Kai Havertz wasn't brought in as a striker. Kai Havertz, again, not side. This is the problem. We haven't replaced Aubameyang that has left the football club. Kai Havertz isn't a striker. In no way. He wasn't a striker at Chelsea. He's not even a striker. He wasn't a striker. He's not a striker. We've not done any business for a striker. Sesko is a natural striker. He's a natural number 9. He will be the first natural number 9 we'll be getting since Aubameyang left the football club. That's the difference with every other signing that we've brought in to accommodate in that number 9 position. He's a natural striker. I think there's room for a natural number 9 in this team, and we don't have that. I want Victor Gyökeres, but again, I'm not gonna just say because I want Victor Gyökeres and then I'll demonize Benjamin Sesko. I'm not gonna demonize him. I think he's a decent player. He's just a project player. And I doubt that Mikel Arteta is the one to bring the best out of him. I mean, if you bring in Ancelotti, if you bring in Ancelotti into this team, it's a totally different story. You won't talk about Sesko. I'm telling you, if it's just the manager is a bozo. He doesn't know how to bring out the best in players. So that's why even if we're bringing in Sesko, I'm not gonna dance to it, because we have a failure and a bozo of a manager. He can't get anything out of the players, so it was screwed. So it doesn't matter if Sesko will come in to score 20 goals, 25 goals, 30 goals, because we're not winning the league either way because of the manager. So, I mean, unless something different happens, unless we go into the market and bring in other support sidekicks.
Tony, that's the thing, yeah? Tony, that's the thing.
To help
I
out.
agree. But we're not winning the league anyway, yeah, or we're not winning a major honor anyway because of the manager. I agree with you. But do you know what I wanted? When Berta coming in, I was like, do you know what? Yeah, cool. I want Arteta sacked. I've always wanted him sacked, and I still want him sacked. I want him sacked today. Yeah, cool. He's not getting sacked right now, yeah, even though I want him sacked. At least I was like, do you know what? Berta coming into the team, at least he can address our weaknesses and get us the players and the quality that we need. So when we do eventually get rid of Arteta, we've got the quality there. We've got the world-class striker or the quality striker that we need. We've got the world-class or quality number 10 that we need. We've got the deep line playmaker that we need, or quality rotation. We've got centre-back rotation as well, in case anything happens to Saliba or Gabriel, or we lose Saliba to Real Madrid. We've got rotation for the left-back position because we only got Lewis Skelly. Zinchenko's not good enough and looks like he's leaving. Kivior looks like he's leaving. And Calafiori's not good enough defensively. We've got the left wingers that we need. We've got a right winger that we need. That is what I wanted to see. Cool. Arteta continues. I don't want him here, but he continues. Fine, whatever. But Berta at least is bringing in the quality needed that when we get rid of this manager and God willing get the right manager, the squad is ready for a top manager that's an actual tactician to get us over the line. But if he's going to sit there and allow us to be bringing Sesko in and other players like that, I'm sorry, bro. He needs to go. End of this window. Not even the end of this window. If we sign Sesko, I'm Berta out straight away. If we sign any player like Sesko or Sesko straight away, as soon as ink goes on the paper, I'm Berta out, bro. I don't want to hear nobody talking to me about Berta, bro. Because as much as I like his CV, If you're going to sit here and accept this bullshit, I'm not hearing nothing about project. I'm not hearing nothing about development. This fan base told us Champions League football gets us world-class players. Bring me, well, if they're not world-class, at least the level below world-class. This guy is nowhere near that level. I don't care anymore. There's time for...
say that.
At least, Berta, your job is not putting out the squad. It's not putting out the tactics. Your job is bringing in the right players of the right quality in the areas that we need. If you can't do that, you're out. This manager, I don't give a shit. I want him out. I don't care. I want him out.
I mean, see, not side. See, the man just came into the football club. Let's be very fair about this, man. I mean, even if he brings in Sesko, yeah. I mean, see, you have to work with the manager that you're given at the football club. You have to work with the manager. If the manager is saying, hey, I want this, and you're saying, I want that, I mean, you definitely, there should be a tiebreaker in the thing. So, I mean, if the whole snakes in the football club are saying, you know what, yeah, you have to bring Sesko, what will Better do? He can't do anything. And I've told you, Mikel Arteta runs the football club as a king, as a monarch down there. He's a monarch. No one can test it. Even better, he can't. I mean, this clearly shows who's got the powers. And I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to break it to you because I'm more of a realist. Yeah, it's Mikel Arteta. He's got the whole powers. He's got everything. And he's found his way and gotten his way with this Sesko thing. But again, what if he has his way, Mikel Arteta has his way with this Sesko guy? Yeah? And what if Better brings us a number 10, a quality number 10, and a quality winger to the football club? And maybe someone to help out when Bukayo Saka is down and out. Would you say, hey, Better out all of a sudden, and Zubimendi still comes in, and he brings in maybe someone like maybe a Rodrigo? Would you? And he brings in Sesko. Would you say Better out if he brings in 3 world-class signings, but Sesko is down there? Would you say Better out?
Better out, yes.
Why would that be in its first season?
Why would it not? If we get Sesko, we're going to...
And again, see, I want Victor Gyökeres. We still don't know if Victor Gyökeres is going to hit the ground running down, in the Premiership. It's still down there, man. We don't know. But
let me explain. 3 players and Sesko were still short. That's how bad this team is. Let's not go on. Like, most of that bench, apart from Ethan, are shit. That bench is atrocious. So we need to rebuild the bench. We got a load of players that we're selling. We don't have a left winger that wants to stay here or is good enough. We don't have rotation for the right winger. That's 3 positions alone. We need a striker. We need a number 10. We need a deep line playmaker. We need a centre back. Yeah. Ideally, we need 2 centre backs. But we need a centre back. We need a left winger. We need a goalkeeper. That's 9 players. I'm already saying minimum that we need, bro. This team is completely short of quality and depth, bro, in a lot of areas. So bringing me 3 world-class players and Sesko, well, one of the main jobs is getting me a world-class striker, and you failed at that. So why am I going to give you any more time? And best believe, if we put Nketiah on 100K, we'll probably put this guy on 180, 190. And then when he flops, we're going to be stuck with him for the 5-year contract or the 4-year or 6-year, whatever year contract we put him on. And then we're probably going to give him a contract extension to extend it from 190 to 225 or 235, something stupid like that. And then we're going to waste time, waste money, and we're not going to progress. This club love to hang on to duds. We held on to Holding too long, El Nene too long. I'm saying, I'm surprised we didn't hold on to Trusty enough. We've been holding on to Marquinhos too long. You know what I'm saying? We've been holding on to Jesus, who's injury prone. We've been holding on to Zinchenko, who's flipping not good enough. We're holding on to Tomiyasu, that's injury prone. I don't give a shit, bro. This guy has got a big job to do, and I am not tolerating any bullshit. Don't bring me a sporting director with a CV that's supposed to be knows how to get over the line and is bringing me Sesko, bro. Did he bring Sesko to Atletico? Did he bring Sesko to Atletico? No, he's bringing Griezmann. He's bringing Suarez. He's bringing Rodri. He's bringing all these ballers, bro, when it's Atletico. And arguably, we got more money than Atletico. So why am I not getting Atletico level players, if not better? Why am I not getting that? With a bigger budget. 300 M's, we got to spend. 300 that we can spend, bro, comfortably. And you're telling me the best that we can get under Berto is Sesko?
No, I'm not telling you. No, see, I'm just a realist about what's going on. See, not sad. I'm just a realist about what's going on. I want the Grim Reaper. I want goalscorers in this football club. But like I've said, we have to be real with what we have right now.
Being real. We got 300 M.
We have snakes. We have snakes in that board that won't allow Better have his way.
And Tony,
I understand why that would be.
Hold on, Tony.
Because we still have that manager down there.
And the thing is, we're paying top dollar, bro. Apparently, if we're gonna believe these what Fabrizio was saying and everything else like that, we're basically playing 100 million. That's what's being reported, bro. That's the money to get Gyökeres with a better CV and has won things. He's got the winning mentality. He's won 2 Portuguese league titles. He's won cups. He's done it. He's performed in the English pyramid. He's played in the championship. Do you get me? He's won with Sporting. You're paying top dollar. Not only are you getting a bum, but you're paying top dollar for it. Top dollar, bro. Do you know what this shows me? If we get a player like this, we are not doing our due diligence on players. Remember when we paid, 70-odd million, for Pepe, and he wasn't good enough for this league, We're not learning from our mistakes. Now we're going to go out there and pay 100 M's for a striker that's what? 13 goals a season. Bro, his output is on the same level as Gabriel Jesus. That is his level, bro, in terms of output. And that's
what I'm telling you, that it would be very, very unfair for you to check it in that way.
Hold on.
He doesn't have the same kind of resources in the Premiership, in the Bundesliga.
Let me say this and I'll let you
in
go,
our beliefs, he doesn't have it.
Output, Sesko's output, is the same as Gabriel Jesus in the Premier League, but that's in the Bundesliga. We don't even know if he comes to the Prem, he can even score 13 goals. That's how much that's his output in an inferior league. Come to the Premier League where they're more physical, they're stronger, they're faster, Let's see if you can do it in the Prem. Because we saw Mitrovic. You remember Mitrovic for Fulham? We saw him.
Yeah, Mitrovic,
He could do it in the Championship. Comes up to the Premier League, and he was a physical striker. He couldn't replicate that in the Prem though. It took him a couple of seasons? There was a couple of seasons he was going up and down. It took him a while, and that was somebody that was already playing in the Championship. Do you know what I'm saying? But coming to the Prem was a different level. We've seen loads of strikers come over here. We've seen Werner. Werner was performing well in the Bundesliga. Comes to the Prem. What did Werner do in the Prem? What did he do? Kai Havertz, another one that looked amazing. Kai Havertz looked amazing in the Bundesliga, Looked amazing in the Bundesliga. Comes to the Premier League, never been consistent.
No, he was average. He didn't look amazing. It was average. See, bro. Not sad. It was average. It was average in the German Bundesliga, and then came to Chelsea, and he's a bum. Kai Havertz is a bum, But again, see, this is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter whether anyone scores anywhere or whatever. This is what matters. Is he going to come into the football club and score goals? That is what matters. Like I've told you, he's a project player. That's what I would just say right now. But I won't try to demonize him right now by saying is a trashy player. I don't think so. He's not trash. His hold-up play is top-notch. He can score goals. He just needs the right people around him to get the ball to him. He can score goals. I've seen him score goals. I've seen his own. See, he has that raw attitude of a number 9. Mind you, Arsenal we haven't signed a number 9 since Aubameyang. So, I mean, if we put all our resources on getting a striker, good and okay. Sesko coming in, not my number 1, but I'm not going to be the guy to demonize him and say it's trash. No, he's not trash. I don't think it's trash. I just think he needs to develop. Is Mikel Arteta going to develop him? Bro, I don't think so. But under another manager, it's a completely different story. Not side. I'll put it to the test. If Arsenal brought in Ancelotti to this football club and he brought Sesko as his first signing, what would you argue with that signing?
Say that again.
if Sesko was the first signing of an Ancelotti, if he came into this football club, would you argue with that signing?
Yeah.
Would you argue with that signing?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. I'll say Ancelotti out.
You would with an Ancelotti
Yeah.
at Arsenal.
Yeah. Yeah, because you've not identified the quality that we need at the club. It doesn't matter who brings in bums to the team, bro. If you're bringing bums to my club, you're out, bro. I don't want bums at this club, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I want ballers at this club. That's what I want. Do you know what it is, yeah? You don't like the manager. I don't like the manager, yeah? I never wanted an apprentice manager. So why the fuck am I getting an apprentice striker, bro? He's an apprentice. That's his CV. He's an apprentice.
But again, see, even the guy tearing up the league right now all had bad patches while in their young, of course, while they were quite younger. Mohamed Salah, of course, look at what happened to him at Chelsea. Look at what happened to him at Roma. But, and Liverpool signed him, and look at what it turned out to be. So, I mean, if you just care about the numbers being scored in foreign lands, then, I mean, you have to have a whole different perspective to it. You can talk about generational players, but players have to start from somewhere. I'm not saying Arsenal should be where it should start from. No, I want someone different, but I'm not going to sit down here and watch you just demonize the guy just because of it's Arsenal. No, I swear to you, if that guy goes to Chelsea, Man City, he's gonna bang in goals. He's gonna bang in goals. It's just the manager. He's gonna bang in goals. Sincerely, Sesko, he's gonna bang in. He has the whole attribute of a striker. We don't have the manager to take him to that place. If it's an Ancelotti that brings him in at Arsenal, he's gonna score goals. Trust me, I swear to you. The only block is Mikel Arteta. I don't trust the manager to develop a player. I don't trust the manager to even do the right thing, put him in the right place. He's gonna tinker him around. Even if Gyökeres comes in, okay, good. Let's flip the script on not side. Guys in the charts, let's flip the script on not side. Not side. Since you're okay with all these things, do you think if Gyökeres comes to this football club right now, he's going to replicate what he's doing at Sporting CP with Arteta in place? Do you think so?
All right, let me answer, yeah? Let me answer. Every signing is a risk. Gyökeres may perform, he may not perform. He may not be able to adapt. But guess what? When you take a risk, you can still take a calculated risk. It's a calculated risk. You know why? Because he's consistently performing for Sporting. I think he scored 50 odd goals in 60 odd games this season for Sporting. So when you see he's got the consistency, he's got the numbers, he's supposed to be entering his prime. He's developed at Sporting for a while now, and he's ready to take the next step. When that is something that it could work. It may not work. But guess what? It's a calculated risk that I can see the logic behind it. I don't see the logic in getting a 21-year-old Sesko that at an inferior league is scoring an amount of goals that people were clowning Giroud for, clowning Jesus for, saying not good enough for Kai Havertz, and then I'm going to bring that to my club. For what? How is that a calculated risk? It's not a calculated risk. 13, 14 goals a season is not bringing anything that we don't currently have at this squad. So what is the point? And for the same amount of money. For the same amount of money. That's the crazy thing. For the same amount of money.
Yeah, I hear you. I want Victor Gyökeres too.
Not won anything that hasn't got the experience, isn't putting up the numbers, and is a project player. Why would I do that? Every player is a risk. But again,
do we see? I want to know if we're on the same page. But do we agree that even if Gyökeres comes to the football club with the manager in place, that it was still screwed? I just want to be on the same page with you. That it doesn't matter if we sign Sesko or we sign Gyökeres, with the manager still in place in this football club, it's as good as useless. Do you agree to that?
If what you're saying, this is what I agree to. Whether we get Gyökeres or Sesko, we're not winning the league under this manager. But if you get me Gyökeres, at least when this manager fucks off, we got a striker that I believe can actually bang in goals. That is the difference. I don't see no future with Sesko. I see a future with Gyökeres. So get me Gyökeres. Because with the same scenario, the manager's gonna leave. He's going to be sacked, innit? At least I've got a quality striker, bro. Why are you leaving me with a striker that is probably going to be on the same level or around the same level as a Rasmus or them kind of strikers there that ain't good? What's the point?
Nah. Sesko is way. Sesko is way. That's what I tell. But again, not you have to watch the guy. But not side, you have to watch the guy. You have to watch the guy. I'm not just gonna sit down here and say it's trash. It's not trash. He has qualities of a number 9 that I think would be cool to have in your team. But is he the guy to get us 30 goals? No. But I'm not gonna demonize him and say he's a useless or he's a trashy player. I don't think so. I just think under the right manager, it's gonna bang in goals.
Come on, man. What are you?
It's gonna be like an Alvarez. It could give you Alvarez numbers. No, Sesko will give you Alvarez numbers. Like when he was in Man City, he will give you Alvarez numbers. He will give you Alvarez numbers.
Alvarez numbers at this club is not going to get us over the line, bro. That just proves my point again. It's not good enough.
That's what I'm saying. Then, I mean, we're screwed either way, right? Because the reality is that we're bringing in Sesko. That's the reality, not side. You have to see. You have to chime into the reality that we have now. Your manager has come out several times and said, he has said it that this. Victor Gyökeres isn't a top class finisher. That's what the manager said. So I wonder why people think that he's going to bring him in. I don't think so. So far we have this manager. Every other thing is hit and miss. Even if we do sign Victor Gyökeres, how sure are you he's going to work in this system? No, not sad. I mean, you're putting your head down. Do you think Gyökeres is going to function properly in this Mikel Arteta system? Do you think so? That he's going to function properly in an Arteta system?
I do. Because he can link up play. Yeah, he can link up play because I've seen him do it. He can drop in deep and bring other players in. And guess what? When he's in the box, he's actually way more of a clinical striker than Sesko, bro. And the facts show it, bro. His resume and his CV shows it, bro. And he's a winner because he's been winning trophies with Sporting. So yes. And anyway, fuck Arteta's system because he ain't going to be here for much longer. Fuck him. Is the player good enough?
Exactly, man.
Manager over the line. Yes. So fuck Arteta's system, bro. Man talking about Arteta's system like it's won us anything. Has his system won me anything? Fuck his system, bro. I don't give a shit about his system. Like, why do we need to get players?
That's what I'm saying. It's the manager, man. It's the manager. That's the reality of where we are right now.
You keep talking about system. Bro, fuck his system, bro. His system ain't won me nothing, bro. Fuck his system, bro. No, I don't give a shit about his system. But what is this, bro? Man talking like it's playing Barcelona or something. Nah, bro. Fuck Arteta's system, bro. I'm tired of this shit.
Oh man, that's where we are right now, man. But again, having said that,
let's move off this guy. I don't want to talk about this guy no more. I don't want to talk.
But I just want to finish this up. I just want to close it up here. But again, not side, I mean, year in, year out, I want Gyökeres, you want Gyökeres. Why we're just arguing about this is because Romano have just said that, Sesko is coming in. Good and okay. But again, I thought these guys already have a plan. Better coming in. I thought this guy already had a plan before getting into this window we're talking about right now. So if Sesko was that plan, then, bro, I think we're finished, man. I think we're finished. Literally, we're finished. If this is the plan. The only reason why I'm going back and forth with you is that I understand that Sesko is not what we need in this football club. Yeah. But I don't buy it when you say he's a trash player. That's just the only thing I disagree in. I think he has the whole quality to be a quality number 9 under a quality manager. This guy will give you 20, 25 goals in the league itself, not all season. He can do that. It's in his wheelhouse to do that, but with a quality manager. And that's not what I see in Mikel Arteta, and that's why I think that signing won't work at Arsenal with Mikel Arteta in. I just want to be clear about the whole thing.
Let's move forward, man. Let's move forward. Fuck this Sesko guy. Let's move forward, bro, because Lookman has been linked to the club. I would take Lookman. You know what? I'll take the 2 wingers. I'll take straight away. I would take Ademola Lookman, and I would take Mbeumo. Both of them I'll take at Arsenal straight away. I'll take both of them. I'll take Lookman and I'll take Mbeumo. Would you take them wingers at Arsenal? They've been linked.
See, man, I'm a little bit skeptical about all these Bundesliga players, man. I mean, not sad. Haven't you had enough Calafiori and all these other clowns coming into the football club? And see, I mean, I've had enough with all these Italian, all these players coming. He might look good, bro. He might look good. He might have scored goals, bro. I don't want all these clowns down here. I mean, let's get proven players. I mean, who have proven themselves in this league and on that wing. Bro, you can't say that about what happened to Ole Watkins? I'll take Ole Watkins on the wing. I'll take Leroy Sané. I'm here. See, we're being linked with Leroy Sané. I'll take Sané. At least someone who understands this league. I'm not taking, bro. Ademola Lookman is Nigerian, bro. I'm half Nigerian, bro. I'm supposed to be the one saying, "Hey, I want Lookman down here," but bro, man, I don't want all these half-baked players in my team no more. Players who would shine for a while in some certain matches and can't give me that shine week in, week out. I want everyday shine. Every week in, week out, I want that shine. So, in fact, it's just better you get me in Mbeumo, who understands the league, who knows what to do, who can walk, at that pace that I want, who understands the English league, than getting me all these other clowns, mostly from that Italian Serie A. They don't know how to cope with the pace in this league. And it shows. Even the Italian players who've signed, look at all of them. It's all horror. It's a horror show. Look at Calafiori. Look at when West Ham got Scamacca. All these guys can't cope with this pace. Look at Man United that brought that complete trash from the Italian Serie A, Atalanta. Same club that Lookman, is in right now. And look at him at Man United. A flop. No one even remembers the guy or remembers that he's even playing at Manchester United. I don't want these flops. Get me proven players who've proven themselves in this league. Mbeumo, number 1. Someone like Leroy Sané, I'll bring him back since he's having contractual issues with Bayern Munich. I'll bring these guys who already know a thing or two about the Premiership.
Bro, I saw Lookman perform in the Europa League final for Atalanta. I've seen this guy performing. He's a cold player, bro. I'll take Lookman. I feel like the way you're talking about Lookman is mad. You're talking about Premier League proven, yeah, but then I'm sure you're happy for Zubimendi to come. You defended a little bit Sesko, and he's not Premier League proven either. So, and
bro, Zubimendi is a winner. Zubimendi is a winner. What?
So we ain't Premier League proven.
No, why pitching that against Zubimendi is a winner?
And then Mbeumo's a baller. Sané,
on international stage is a winner.
Huh? Yeah,
on international stage, Zubimendi is a winner. Even in his club side, he's won the Copa del Rey.
Okay, so then why were you defending Sesko then? I'm not saying that I don't agree with that, but why are you?
You're getting it wrong. I never defended Sesko. I'm only saying that you have to be fair in your criticism about the kid. I told you, live and direct, he's a project player. He's a project player. And under a different manager, that guy would score goals.
on. My point was this. You made a point of, oh, I want Premier League proven players, but you want Gyökeres, you want Zubimendi. I'm not the one that said I only want Premier League proven players. I said, is it an advantage? Yes, it is. But I never said I only want Premier League proven players. Lookman's a baller, bro. It doesn't matter if he's Premier League proven or not. I can see that he's a baller, bro. Do you get me? Gyökeres, I can see that he's a top striker. I can see that Zubimendi's a good player. Doesn't need to be Premier League proven. There's bare players that were top players that we rate as top players that never came to the Prem. So let's not go on like the only metric to be a baller is Premier League proven, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. It don't need to be Premier League proven. If I see the quality, I see the quality. Lookman's cold, and I think Gyökeres will do great as well. So I don't understand this Premier League proven stuff. As if the only players that we rate are only players that are in the Premier League. We got cooked by PSG. How many of their players are Premier League proven? Like, what are we doing?
Again, not side. I hear you. But again, I will still say this again. Look at the long list of players that have been tearing it up. Maybe just average players or even tearing it up in any way in the Italian Serie A. When they come here, they look gobsmacked at what's going on down here. They're starting from the legend. Look at Crespo coming down to Chelsea. Look at him. Yeah, Shevchenko, look at him. Bro, Koulibaly was a legend down there in Napoli. Coming down here, bro, there's a reason why they call this league the best league in the world. Yeah, because you have to come down here and prove yourself. And these Italian players or players who have played in the Italian Serie A, when they come here, they're completely gobsmacked. And the numbers tells you so. Schumacher was tearing it up in the Italian Serie A, and he came down to West Ham and couldn't even, bro, they had to ship that guy fast delivery down there, down back to the Italian Serie A. Look at Calafiori. Aren't we tired? A central defender that can't defend? Bro, I'm tired, bro, of all these Italian players. Let them stay where they are. Let's get Premiership proven players to at least help us out. I want to win a trophy, yeah? And let's just get the ones that at least we can trust to get us down there. This Sesko thing, I want to be clear again, not side. I want to be very, very clear. I want Vitor Gyökeres in my football club. I just wanted to be clear about that. But I would not sit down here and just allow you to demonize that Sesko guy, because I really do think that Sesko has all the raw, he has all the raw attributes to be a complete number 9. But we have a garbage of a manager who can't even do anything with him. So, it's useless at the end of the day. And again, I'm even still telling you that even if we bring a Gyökeres, trust me, that guy might not score even more than 30 goals in a season when we have this manager down there.
Okay, can I just say this?
You have to deal with the roots cost.
Can I just say
you have to deal with the roots cost
about this Premier League proven nonsense? We would take Kvaratskhelia at Arsenal, not Premier League proven. Doué at Arsenal, not Premier League proven. Vitinha at Arsenal, not Premier League proven. Wirtz at Arsenal, not Premier League proven. Gyökeres at Arsenal, not Premier League proven. You know what I'm saying? These are the kind of players that we'll take at Arsenal. We'll take Barella at Arsenal, not Premier League proven. There's bare ballers that are not Premier League proven, and you know they're cold. We'll take Lamine Yamal at Arsenal, not Premier League proven. Do you get me? There's bare players that are not Premier League proven, and we'll take him. Turkey as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's bare man, yeah, that are outperforming.
Bro, you're calling generational players, yeah. Bro, these are generational players. Yamal is a generational player, bro. Why comparing generational players with?
But that's the point that you're not understanding.
Bro,
that's the point
with twats. Bro, are you serious, man?
Premier League proven stuff as if that's the metric. The metric is not Premier League proven. The metric is about the quality of the player. It's not about being Premier League proven. How many players come here? Suarez, when he came here, was he Premier League proven? He proved it in the Premier League, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? When they bought Andy Carroll at Liverpool, he was the big signing. Andy Carroll was Premier League proven. Who was the better striker for Liverpool? Andy Carroll or Suarez that came from the from the Dutch league? So come on, let's be real. It's not about that. It's about the quality, bro. It's not about Premier League proven. Wenger used to always get players that weren't Premier League proven. Do you know what I'm saying? And look at how they cooked. Thierry Henry wasn't Premier League
No,
proven.
just to be on the safer side. That's why I was just saying. I didn't say that, that's just, the route we should go through. Let's just get some Premiership proven players in and mix them up. That's all I'm saying. Rather than trial and error.
I'm not against Premier League proven. I'm not. All I'm saying is that doesn't have to be the only metric. Yes, Premier League proven, but there's no point being Premier League proven if you're shit. You get me? It's about the quality of player that we're bringing in. Of course, I get what you're saying. If we bring in Mbeumo, I hear what you're saying. That Mbeumo, he knows the league. He's been performing now in the league. Cool. It's an easier transition. If we go and get another player, but we need to get top players anyway, so they should be able to not take too long to adjust to this league. I'm not saying don't get it. Definitely. I'm just saying it shouldn't be the only metric because there's loads of players that we would take that ain't Premier League proven. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you, man. Sure, of course.
Quality player. Let's get the right quality player. For me, with the Sane thing, personally, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I just don't feel like he's at the right stage of his career to come here. I don't feel like he's going to make the impact that we need him to make at Arsenal at this age. I can't lie. Years and years ago, I would have taken him. This is not the time that I would take him, personally. Another player that we're linked to that I want to get, the last one I want to get your opinion on, is a PSG player. Kang In Lee, the PSG forward, has been linked to Arsenal. Would you take him? Would you take Kang In Lee at Arsenal? He's been linked.
Oh my God, my days, man. Arsenal. We are never linked with the juggernauts of any team. We're always linked with the trash, with the bombs of those teams. Man, I'm not taking it. Bro, I'm not taking that guy in this football club, man. I mean, it's better. It's better we should not even do any signing. Don't bring anyone. Bro, all these bombs been linked to us. Bro, what's wrong with this football club? And again, man, I'm not. See, yeah. Bro, all these bombs, bro, it's true, bro. All these bombs been linked to our football club. And Better is really, really, it's getting on my nerves now. I'm not gonna just say right now, hey, leave our football club, but I'm just gonna say I'm a little bit disappointed, man. I really thought that this, Better guy would have tied up 2 deals even before the season ended. I'm shocked to still see this guy haggle in the market about who to buy and who not to buy. I don't want anyone down here in this football club, bro. Let's go for, let's go for juggernauts in the market, man. Let's go for juggernauts, man. I'm not taking that guy in. He's a reject in PSG. He doesn't get enough playing time. He was more better when he was in Bayern. But has played enough games for PSG. No, not my taste at all, bro. At all, bro. Zero, bro. I don't want him in. I don't want him in. He offers us nothing. He offers us nothing at all. And again, if we bring that kind of player, we are going to be having another guy, in the injury treatment table. Bro, do you know that guy's injury record? Bro, that guy's injury record it's a long list, bro. Bro, I think that guy has broken his knee. I think he's broken his metatarsal. Bro, that guy, stay away from our football club, bro. Just stay away. Do you remember the other Asian player we have in this football club?
Tomiyasu.
Oh, my days. The other day I saw him talking to international players, youth players that came to play a competition, amongst English clubs. Bro, this guy doesn't do anything than that. He's just kind of like an ambassador while playing for Arsenal. He's in the injury treatment table. And again, we're linked to another one who wants to come and join him in the injury treatment table and become an ambassador in this football club. Hell nah.
Can I just say that?
I don't want to see any of all this canker my football club. This bombs.
Bums, yeah? when I had my opinion about Sesko, you told me, no, North, I'm not going to let you demonize Sesko. What have you just done to Kang Lee? What's the difference? You have an opinion
bro,
on
Sesko is not a bum.
Sesko. What are you doing? You just called him a bum.
Sesko is not a bum. I'm telling you directly. I'm not hiding. Sesko is not a bum. He's just, and again, see, you're calling a young kid. That guy's a young kid. How old is he?
Bro, this
He's a young kid. Under the right manager. Don't get, see, guys in the charts, don't get it twisted. Under the right manager, Sesko will cook. The kid will cook. But under this useless manager, he's not going to cook anything. It's going to be as useless as a chicken. It's going to do nothing, provided we have Mikel Arteta down there. So there are differences to this. There's levels to this. We don't have a manager who would actually get the best out of Sesko. So that's why I think he doesn't fit in right now because of the manager. But guys, if you give me someone different, I'll take Sesko all day because I can be able to say, you know what, yeah, I think this manager will get the best out of this guy because he has everything. He has everything. It's just the numbers he doesn't really have. If he gets a real manager to develop him,
it's just the numbers that he doesn't have, Tony, yeah? But isn't that what everyone told us?
Just the numbers.
Hold on. Everyone told me, yeah, that Kai Havertz has every attribute. The only attribute he doesn't have is the numbers. Kai Havertz can link up play. Kai Havertz can hold up the ball. Kai Havertz can header the ball. Kai Havertz can bring players into the game. What's the thing he didn't have? Oh, scoring goals. Has he developed? So this whole he's got.
Bro, Kai Havertz is not a striker.
Bro, allow it.
Bro, don't talk about Kai Havertz. Bro, he's not a striker.
About Kai Havertz, bro.
He's not a striker. When he came to the football club, where did he play at? Left centre mid. He's not a striker. Arsenal haven't acquired a striker since Aubameyang left the football club. Sesko is a number 9. Sesko is a striker. I'm not saying it's what we want at the football club or what I want at the football club.
Is Jesus a striker? Is a Jesus a striker?
No, he's not a striker. Is Jesus a striker? No, I'm asking you, is he a striker? He's not a striker.
How is he not a striker? What are we doing?
Bro, he's not a striker. Bro, he's not. He plays through the wings. He plays from the wings. Even at Man City, where he won titles, he didn't play as a striker.
He's
down there.
Striker, bro.
He came in from the wings. No, is Jesus a number 9?
Okay.
Wait, is Jesus a number 9? You personally, do you think he's a number 9? He's not number 9. He can't score goals. He's not a number 9.
Let me finish what I'm saying. He is a striker that his best attributes are not of a striker, but he is a striker. He is a striker that drops in deep, that links up play, that brings players into the game. He is still a striker. Lacazette used to do that. He was a striker. Giroud used to do that. He's a striker. He's a striker. He just doesn't, his strongest attribute isn't of a striker, but he is a striker. So my point is this: when you're telling me, yeah, that Sesko has every attribute but can't score goals, we've had strikers like that. This manager hasn't developed them to being a clinical goal scorer. Do you know why? You either have the attribute or you don't. This is being a clinical goal scorer isn't an attribute a manager can get you to become. You either have the ability to strike the ball and be clinical and take your opportunities, or you can't. A manager can create a system to get you in dangerous positions. They can get a team that give you numerous amounts of opportunities. You still need to be good enough to convert those opportunities. This is why Darwin Núñez at Liverpool will never be clinical, because that team generates a lot of opportunities, but he doesn't have the consistency and the ability to convert his chances. So just because Jesus' best attribute ain't scoring goals does not mean that he's not a striker. He's a striker. He's just a shit striker. That's all it is. So best believe you bring Sesko. This guy's not a killer. Arteta nor any manager is going to turn him into a killer.
And I hear you. I don't believe he's a killer. I just said he's. I actually said he's a project player. I actually said it that he's a project player, but under a different manager, this project player turns into a beast. But we don't have that manager to get the best out of him. That's it. So, bro, we can run round circles, yeah, round and round. We still have to come to the common factor that we have a manager who can manage. I mean, that's it. Let's don't dilly-dally about it. We have, and again, see what even gives you that 100% assurance that if Victor Gyökeres comes to this football club, is gonna, I mean, turn shit up under this manager. I mean, so I mean, bro, we're still in the same, I mean, scenery in it. I mean, we're still in the same thing. So no matter how you look at it,
justice for Sesko.
no, bro, there's no justice for Sesko or anything. Look at Yasa saying that shit, bro. Bro, no, see, man, no, it's not about, see, there's no justice for anyone about this. Yeah. What about justice for Arsenal? I want to win trophies. It hurts me that Tottenham, won a trophy and I didn't win anything. I mean, where's my own justice? But the truth of the matter is, we need a proven striker at Arsenal. That's a pure fact. I want Victor Gyökeres. That's number two. If they're saying it's Sesko they want to bring to the football club, I don't think he's a useless striker. I just think that under the right manager, he's gonna cook. There are differences to what I'm saying down here. If Mikel Arteta leaves this football club and you're bringing in a Sesko, and we have an experienced manager who can bring out the best in players and improve players, Sesko will do well. But is he the one we need right now? No, we need players who will hit the ground running, i.e. Victor Gyökeres, Victor Osimhen. Those are the kind of players I want right now.
What about
and we can't get them. I don't just know why.
Tony, quickly, before we wrap up, yeah? What about Delap? Delap has rejected Man United to go to Chelsea. What's your thoughts on Delap? Would you take him at Arsenal? Do you think it's a good signing for Chelsea? What's your thoughts on Delap?
He might work for Chelsea. I mean, Delap is one of these kind of players, yeah, that he just has to work with a certain kind of system. I don't think the system will play at Arsenal will suit him, because Mikel Arteta would demand a lot from him. Mind you, his injury record isn't really that, charming in any way. So, I mean, Mikel Arteta will work that guy off, man. And I don't think he's going to be successful at Arsenal in any way. I'll just allow Chelsea to run away with that signing. He's a decent guy. Is decent what I want in my club right now? The answer is no. I want players who will come in, hit the ground running, score me goals, and help me out to win the league. And I don't think Delap is that guy. That doesn't mean he might not work in that Chelsea setup. He can work in that Chelsea setup. He can get them something. It's very possible. But again, I'm still scared about his injury record. His injury record it's a wreck in itself. I don't think Arsenal need any players with any questionable issue with fitness levels, because we already have enough of that. Look at how it truncated our season. I don't want any player with any kind of injury record like Delap to be in my football team. He might work for Chelsea, good for them. Yasa TV, good. Kumbaya, can sing all that good stuff. But I mean, for Arsenal, hell no. I won't take him at Arsenal. I don't even think that the system suits him in any way. I don't think so.
Do you think Delap going to Chelsea is a better deal than Sesko coming to Arsenal?
I feel it's the same, man. I feel it's the same. I feel it's the same. Yeah. I feel it's the same. Because again, like, okay, if Sesko is coming to Arsenal, at least you're not worried about someone's injury record. Delap going to Chelsea is a real it's a gamble. Actually, that signing is a gamble. You're gambling on his fitness levels. How many games did he play for Brighton this season? You need to check these things. Does he have the talent? Yes. Does he have everything? Yes. But that injury record still lingers. And for Chelsea to just part away with £30 million for that one, that's a bit of a gamble. But again, if you keep his fitness levels, up, it's all good. I mean, we just saw Slot, yeah? All these players that were injured a season ago when Klopp was down there. I mean, look at what Slot did for them this season. Kept totally all of them nearly fit to the end of the season. If Maraska can achieve that with Delap, easily that Delap signing turns into something different. But again, I still don't think his fitness levels is up to scratch, man. I think that's a big, big, big gamble. And again, there's still questions about his numbers. I mean, how many goals have he scored? So, I mean, you have to check these things. Does he have the numbers? All these things, you have to check them, man. I mean, you have to check the numbers at times, So, I don't think his numbers...
Let's look at the...
his numbers don't work for me.
Let's look at his... hold on, that's detailed. All right, cool. Delap, in terms of injuries, he had one injury, 23-24 season. He was out for 92 days and he missed 16 games. I don't see in his injury history any more injuries other than that one injury, which was 2 years
ago. Which football club was he playing for? Bro, you want to bring in records from... Bro, I mean, where was he playing at?
No, but I'm just saying, because your point of him in terms of his injuries actually ain't that bad. He had a bit of a big injury 2 years ago, and he was out for 16 games. Since then, I can't see any injuries for the lap.
Bro, would you take in a player who would miss 3 months of active Premiership football in your football club? I mean, you're talking about standards, and you want someone who's gonna miss 3 months of action-packed Premiership football to be at our football club? Come on, bro. What are you talking about?
Tony, let's be fair. It wasn't a reoccurring injury, and he was out once. And that was the only injury that he has so far. The one injury. So I think you're being a bit disingenuous. Also, the lap at 30 million after scoring 13 league goals, and you're telling me Sesko scoring 13 league goals at 90 to 100 million in the Bundesliga? I don't know how you can say that Sesko at 100 M's in the Bundesliga is a better deal than Delap, who is Premier League proven, going for 30 million, which is something at 22 years old.
Wait, when you say Premier League proven, again, that's an anomaly. When you say Premier League proven, what has he proven in the Premier League?
What has Sesko proven?
No, not time. What has Delap proven in the Premiership? Bro,
I'm talking about proven. Why are you... When I said proven in terms of played in the Prem. So he's scoring 13. He's scoring 13 goals.
Bro, Eddie Nketiah has played. Bro, how many games for Arsenal? He has existed at Arsenal. What is your argument about? Bro, Eddie Nketiah has existed at Arsenal. What are you talking about? If that's the basis, then I mean, we can as well just go home. We can as well go and bring Eddie Nketiah from Crystal Palace and just employ him straight right back in.
Why your logic defending Sesko means nothing. You've just clowned.
I did not defend. I did not defend Sesko. I just want you to be fair to the kid. He's a young kid with every attribute of a number 9. But this manager can't get the best out of him. That's why I doubt why that signing should be made. But I don't think he's a trash player. There are differences. I'm not defending him. I don't think he's I don't think he's a totally trashy player to have. I mean, you can. If our football club is a good football club, we would be heading out for Victor Gyökeres and bringing a Sesko. God damn it. See, Arsenal is the bro. Have you checked the recent rankings right now? Arsenal is the fourth most valuable club in the whole goddamn world. Why can't we have two world-class strikers in our football club? Arsenal is now evaluated to be 4 billion, over 900 million since last season. Fourth most valuable club, bro. Why can't we have two strikers? Sesko can be that guy we could have, but have another main guy and sell off all these other clowns. Kai Havertz, sell them off. Bro, I'm not loyal to all these people. They've won me nothing. Yeah, I'm not loyal to all these clowns. Get these clowns out. Bring in new fresh blood who can get, us ahead. But no, we're the fourth most valuable club in the whole goddamn world, and we can't even afford two strikers. So, I mean,
£100 million for a backup striker. Crazy. But as I said, Tony, big up every single time. It's always funny getting you on the show, having these debates.
But wait, not side. But wait, not side. See, not side. When you're saying this 100 million, I mean, bro, that's the market. That's where we are these days. Let's be very frank. If you want quality players, I mean, you're talking of quality striker, quality forwards, you're talking of 80 million, bro, 70 million, 100 million. I mean, that's the range right now. So let's be fair about that evaluation. A club evaluates what a player is worth to them. And if you think you want to take the player, you take the player. But I'm sorry, that's the market, bro. I mean, you can't go and tell RB Leipzig that Sesko is 40 million. No, they evaluate how much their player means to them, and you pay the money if you want them. The same thing for goalscorers. The NCP think is worth about 80 plus million pounds. That's the market right now. If Delap, who hasn't even scored up to 15 goals in a season for an injury-prone player for Brighton, is being priced out here for 30 million, then what are we talking about? Bro, that's the market.
Before we end it, Ivan Toney didn't go for that money. Folkrug didn't go for that money. Dovbik didn't go for that money. Santiago Jimenez didn't go for that money. These are all good strikers. Whether you put them as world-class strikers, there's not really many world-class strikers in the game right now. But these are all strikers, good strikers that didn't cost a fortune that you could use as a second striker and then go spend the big money on Gyökeres. Also, Pavlidis, I think he only cost Benfica about 20 million euros, something like that. So, yeah, Jurassi as well. Another one. Do you know what I mean? And going for a stupid amount of money. So there are strikers out there. So I completely disagree with what you're talking about. You can get your main striker, yes. You can get him for around 70, 80, 90 million. But you can get your second striker for about 40 to 50 million. It's just about identifying the right strikers. And I just named a couple that didn't go for astronomical amount of money. And they're more proven than somebody like Sesko at 100. So when, we're a club, we got money, but we ain't got endless amount of money. And we could use that money a lot more smart. In a lot smarter way, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm saying. Listen.
So you think bringing in Delap from Ipswich? Yeah,
I don't want him.
You don't want him. Okay. No. I just wanted to clear that because of course he's not a 30 goal striker. He's not a 30 goal striker. So I mean, let's just get that out of the way.
Now, just comparing him to Sesko. But yeah, as I was saying,
okay.
Big up to you, Tony, every single time. Shout out your team. Your link is in the title as well. Make sure you subscribe to Tony Claude. Shout your channel, bro. What you got coming up, bro?
Yeah, see ya, people. Yeah, big up, see you, people. Yeah, see people. It's been a very busy time for me, but definitely this week I'll still be doing shows. Tomorrow I have a show with my guy, my brother, BBK Sports. Later this week, I should be having something with Oregon Gunner. Probably on Saturday, I should have something with Bant You know, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. You know, that's Waffle TV. So on Saturday. So let's see, yeah, guys, just subscribe to my channel, people, yeah, and let's see what Arsenal would do. Let's see what Better would do this summer. You know, guys. I mean, Tottenham winning that trophy, man, left a bad taste in my mouth. I want this manager out. I want him gone as soon as possible. I want recruitments to be done and quality players to be recruited. And I'll leave it with this one not side. Lokonga's contract has just been extended. I mean, that should tell you everything, you know, about this football club. Big ups, people.
Trust the process. Big up to everyone that's locked in. We're going to redirect to Arsenal Revolution TV. And yeah, just bun this club, man. Yeah, I mean, if we don't get the players that we need, I'm going to be burnt out. Love. Northside Raid.